Morning.
I swear by the Almighty Allah
I swear by the Almighty Allah
that the evidence I shall give to this commission
that the evidence I shall give to this commission
shall be the truth,
the whole truth,
and nothing but the truth.
and nothing but the truth.
So help me Allah.
So help me Allah.
You can wait for the instruction.
Okay, thank you.
Could you kindly state your names, please?
My name is Mariama Ndur Njai.
Mariama
Ndur
Ndur.
Njai.
Where do you live, Mrs. Jai?
I live in Kotu South.
You're the permanent secretary, Ministry of Works?
Yes.
Is the only permanent secretary? Do you have a number? Some ministries have number 1, number 2.
No,
You're the only permanent.
I'm the only permanent secretary, yes.
How long have you been permanent secretary Works?
With effect from January 2017.
Please sit down.
Thank you.
You've been summoned in regard to the state aircrafts,
Yes.
right? We understand that, and from testimony before the commission, we understand that your ministry is in the process of disposing of either one or more of the aircrafts.
That's right.
Okay? Which aircrafts are you in the process of disposing of?
Well, we have a list from an update from the GCCA,
What is GCCA?
Gambia Civil Aviation Authority, GCA.
What update?
With regard to the fleet of the aircrafts, which was recommended by Cabinet to be disposed. So I have the list here with me.
It was Cabinet that recommended that they be disposed
yes.
of.
It was Cabinet that requested. So the Minister of Transport requested for an update from the Gambia Civil Aviation Authority, which they submitted to us.
Do you have the Cabinet conclusion?
I have the Cabinet conclusion with the decision that we sell the aircrafts.
Okay. Do you have a copy with you?
Yes, I have a copy here with me.
Thank you. Can I have the copy? They said you should sell all the aircrafts, or
Yes.
which one of the aircrafts? All the fleet.
Yes, all the fleet, because it. Can I read it for you? The Cabinet
Yes,
conclusion.
yes. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Wait for her. Please sit down while she reads it. What is the date?
What is that?
Date of the Cabinet meeting?
19 September 2017.
Right? Could you go ahead?
Okay. The status of the state aircraft of the Republic of the Gambia as at May 2017. The Minister of Works updated Cabinet that the Gambia Civil Aviation Authority has proposed that evaluators should be engaged to assess the value of the aircrafts, although Cabinet had agreed earlier for the Challenger to be retained. The Gambia Civil Aviation, being the technical experts in this field, advised that it would be more prudent to sell the aircraft. This advice was based on the premise that the aircraft has a low flight range capability and it would be unreasonably expensive to maintain. It was further recommended that a bigger and longer range aircraft could be procured on a lease and buy basis on affordable basis terms. Cabinet approved the proposal to engage a valuer to assess the aircraft to be sold, including the Challenger, and consider the procurement of another aircraft on a lease-to-buy basis. This was the conclusion from Cabinet.
Okay.
And then what happened next was that I wrote to the Gambia Civil Aviation as directed by Cabinet to engage a valuer. And then we also recommended that we set up a task force.
Okay.
A task force to work on the sale of the aircrafts, which we also did.
Who recommended that? Your ministry recommended the setting up of a task force?
Yes, according to GPPA regulations of disposal of state assets.
Sorry, let me understand. It was GCCA that recommended or ministry recommended?
Ministry recommended.
That a task force be set up?
Yes.
Okay. And then a task force has been set up?
Yes, a task force has been set up.
Who are members of the task force?
Let me just have okay, the members are the Office of the President, Ministry of Finance and Economic Affairs, Attorney General, Ministry of Justice, the Civil Aviation Authority, and the Gambia Revenue Authority. These are the task force members.
And what is their mandate? Do you have any document showing their terms of reference?
Well, I don't have it with me, but according to our letter, the task force was inaugurated by the Minister of Transport, who chaired the first meeting that we had, and that was the only meeting that so we were waiting for the Gambia Civil Aviation, who subsequently engaged a broker, an agency.
Let me understand. What are the terms of reference of the task force? I know you say you don't have it here, but I'm sure you know what the terms of reference of the task force.
It's to work on the disposal of the aircrafts. But we had only one sitting, and then it was recommended for GCAA to engage a valuer, and then with every process they will be reporting to this task force. But we had only one sitting, that's what I'm saying.
Okay. When did you meet?
It was in, I don't have the date, but the task force was set up in 16 October 2017.
And you met in October 2017?
Mm-hmm. Yes, 16 October.
Yeah. Could you provide, you don't have it here, but the minutes of that meeting, and the terms of the TOR, if there was a TOR that was, yes, issued, I presume, from the ministry. We'd like to have the TOR as well as the minutes. Now, you said, Cabinet, you had decided that a valuer should be engaged. The task force had decided this.
Yes.
And did Civil Aviation engage a valuer?
Yes, they did.
Evaluation was done of all the aircraft?
Yes, evaluation was done.
Do you have the evaluation reports?
Yes, I have some here with me.
You have some. Why not all? Why not all?
I'll have to, maybe GCA can come up with a full list.
Yep, you are the ministry. I presume that they submitted the evaluation to the ministry.
They submitted, but subsequently what happened was not submitted yet, because we are yet to meet.
Let's deal with the valuations first. Do you have all the what valuations do you have with you? so that we know what you don't have. The fleet to be sold comprises how many aircrafts?
What we have from GCA is 5.
Okay. Including the one that's in Germany.
Including which one?
The one that is in Germany.
Well, I don't know the whereabouts. I think that would be explained. What we have is what was submitted to us. That is what I have here.
The ministry is not aware that there is an aircraft in Germany?
Maybe GCA will be able to tell you that.
No, I just want to know whether the ministry is aware that there is an aircraft in Germany.
Well, I don't have that here with me.
You are not aware?
No.
I see. I believe it was even in the public media when we visited the GCCA that there's an aircraft that is in Germany and they have reported it. Anyway, let's proceed. So let's have the valuations that you have. Which aircrafts were valued? How many? At least the ones
We
that
have,
you have.
we have C5 RTG. This aircraft is currently due for is due for heavy checks, and our recommendation remains it should be sold on as is basis. We have in this regard started contacting potential buyers, and there is an indication of interest from a potential customer who was introduced by the former captain of the aircraft.
Is there a valuation, ma'am? We're talking about the valuations. You said you have some with you. Let's deal with the valuations first. What valuations do you have?
This is an assessment. But
Does it
valuation in terms of, I don't understand your question. Is it valuation in terms of price?
That's what I presume. You said a valuation, civil aviation was required to do a valuation and one was done. So my question to you was, do you have the valuations? You said you had some. Now, which ones do you have? And do you have the valuation reports?
Okay, I misunderstood your question. We have the assessments of the aircrafts, but in terms of value in cash, we don't have that yet.
So a valuation was not done, or was it done by civil aviation?
Well, what I have from the DG is that he has engaged an aircraft brokerage agency, and an agreement was developed, reviewed by the Attorney General Chambers, and the agency agreement has been forwarded to the following companies who expressed interest to work with them regarding a swift disposal. And then he gave a list of the Power Jet Aviation.
A list of? A list of what? I didn't hear.
Of 3 that these people were interested in. But we don't have a full list of all the aircrafts.
So let us understand what you're saying. A valuation was not done. What you have is an assessment by the civil aviation.
By the civil aviation, exactly.
Not a valuation.
No.
So how was these brokers, how were they identified?
They were identified by the Civil Aviation Authority.
Yes, but using what process? Do you know?
I don't know, really.
They did not report to the task force as to how?
We just had an inaugural meeting. The task force had an inaugural meeting, but we are yet to meet again because we are waiting for the Civil Aviation to complete this evaluation process.
To complete the evaluation process?
Yes.
But what I understand you to be saying is that Civil Aviation has already engaged a broker. And that broker has an agreement.
Yes.
So are you abandoning the valuation or what? What does that mean?
No, we are not abandoning, but we are waiting for Civil Aviation to complete the process, which we are yet to receive.
All right. You have assessments for which aircrafts? I think you started off by talking about C5 RTG.
Yes.
And which other aircraft?
And C5 GAF Boeing 727-100.
GAF Boeing 727.
100.
Yes.
And we also have C5 GOG,
C5,
GOG, Boeing B727-100.
okay.
And we also have C5 DOA and C5 KSB These are the air tractors.
Can you repeat that?
C5 DOA and C5 KSB.
JSE, you added something.
Hmm?
JSE, you added.
KSB. And I said they're air tractors. Air tractors.
Which ones are the air tractors?
These two that I've just given you, they are air tractors.
That's the entire list.
No. Then we have C5. AFT.
AFD.
A for apple, F for fish, T. Challenger, CL 601. That's the end of the list. Yeah?
So the assessment for the fleet of 5 is not complete. You're still expecting to receive some assessments
Yes.
because you're giving us four aircrafts and 2 tractors.
In fact, it should be, I think, the fleet one, according to 1, 2, 3, and the air tractors are 2, which makes it 5, and the Challenger 6.
Yes. You mentioned the appointment of a broker and an agency agreement. Do you have copies?
Well, that was written by the DG, Gambia Civil Aviation, when I requested for an update. Then he wrote this. I have it here with me.
He wrote you a letter.
An update. It's not a letter. It was just an update.
What is the date of the update?
He sent it yesterday, but it was sent through my email. So it's not a letter.
Email
It's
dated,
just a piece that he wrote.
email dated 11th
11, yes.
December 2017.
I didn't print the email though. I just, printed the document.
So your ministry doesn't have a copy of the agreement which he said was reviewed by the Minister of Justice.
No, we don't have that yet. We don't have that yet.
So give us all the documents that you have so far. And as you compile them, just read them out for the record, what you have for the records.
Okay. I have an update on the proposed disposal of the state aircrafts. And then I have the cabinet conclusion as well. And letters that I wrote to the DG when we received the cabinet conclusion. And I also have a list of offers that the DG submitted to us. These are potential buyers who are interested in the aircrafts.
Right? How many offers?
We have West Africa Aero Services, that's one. We also have Omega in the Initiative Trading Division. That's 2. Yeah, that's 2 that I have here.
And what are they interested in? What aircrafts? The offers are for which aircrafts?
They said, his letter, okay, let me just read the letter. It says, I wish to forward 2 separate offers received from prospective clients interested in purchasing the following state aircrafts: the Su-25 jet fighter and the air tractors. Omega Initiative has offered 140,000 euros to buy back the Su-25 on behalf of the manufacturer. It is our informed opinion that considering the derelict condition of the aircraft and its limited use, this offer may not be only the best we can get, but the only one likely to come our way. We therefore recommend for the immediate disposal of the SU. These are recommendations from the Director General of Gambia Civil Aviation. And then he went on to say, it is also our opinion requesting a third party to conduct an evaluation for this aircraft would not lead to any increase in its value. However, conducting such an exercise will reduce the expected revenue from the sale of the aircraft in view of the commission payments required for such services. Similarly, West Africa Aero Services has offered to purchase the 2 air tractors. They have increased their offer from an initial 100,000 euros to 240 for the 2 aircraft. And then he said, although a few other parties have expressed interest and even inspected the air tractors, but West Africa Aero Services is the only party to put in a formal offer.
All right.
Those 2.
You can add it to the yes, add it to the documents that we are going to collect from you. The assessments, of course. Could you add the assessment?
Yes, the assessment is here. That's the
okay.
That's the first one.
All right, that's fine. What else do you have?
That is what I have, plus what was written yesterday by him when I requested for an update.
Yes. Could you add that as well?
That's it. That's what I have here with me, yes.
Do you know whether these aircrafts have been advertised by this agent, the broker?
Well, I don't know. I don't know whether an advertisement was done, but he keeps on updating us with regard to offers that are made.
Who's chairing the task force? Who's chairing the task force?
The task force was chaired by the Honorable Minister.
Is he the permanent
inaugural one?
Is he the chairman of the task force, or he was just launching it?
Yeah, he was supposed to chair. He was supposed to be chairing
the task force. Very well. Let's have the documents, please. Is there any other information you wish to give the Commission on the disposal of these aircrafts, apart from what you have said so far?
Not really, no. Because this is what we have so far.
This update, which you said he sent by email, could you kindly date it today and sign it, please? You could say received from, is it the Managing Director you said? The Director General?
Yes. The Director General.
Yes, indicate that you received it from him and date it. By email, yesterday the 11th, and date it. Mr. Chairman, may I apply to have admitted updates and correspondence? Updates from GCAA, that Gambia Civil Aviation Authority, and correspondence, as well as a cabinet conclusion in relation to the proposed disposal of state aircraft, the state aircraft fleet.
memorandum by Director General, Gambia Civil Aviation Authority, received and presented by the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Works, on 11th December 2017, and related undated report and correspondence, admitted mark MS 129.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Ma'am, we are concerned that, I'm concerned that when we inspected these aircraft, the officers that we found on the ground drew our attention to the fact that the aircraft in Germany was at risk because they had received communication from the airport authorities in Germany that unless arrangement was made for the aircraft, it may have to be removed from its hangar and exposed. Are you aware of this?
No.
They are not?
No.
Okay. So, as far as your ministry...
Sorry. This one you're talking about, the one in Germany, it is not among the lists that I've just given you.
But the cabinet conclusion says the state aircraft fleet, there was supposed to be no exception. Anyway, I'm drawing that to your attention. Just so that we understand, from the point of view of your ministry, what's the next step?
The next step is we are waiting for the Director General to come up with the valuation of all the fleet, which is yet to be done.
All right, thank you. I have no further questions for Mrs. Njai.
Are you done?
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you very much. You may go.
Thank you.
I recall the Managing Director, Guarantee Trust Bank.
Managing Director. Yeah, this one.
Welcome. You can have a seat now. May we remind you that it's still on the oath.
Mr. Balaji, you have been summoned this time in relation to various accounts relating to Jame Foundation for Peace. Yes. Okay, these are about 8 accounts. I'm sure there are related accounts that we probably did not list out. Do you have all of them?
Yes, I do.
All right. We'll follow the order that you suggest. The top on our list are for the 3 hospitals: Jame Foundation Hospital Bundung account, Jame Foundation Hospital Bundung Savings account, Jame Foundation Hospital Bundung Savings account sub number as well. Are these the only hospital accounts that you have?
Yes.
These are the only hospital accounts that you have. All right. Are they linked? Are they linked?
Are they linked?
Yes.
It's the same hospital.
No,
All
are
these
the
accounts
accounts linked?
Yes, they are linked. They are movements.
Are they the same signatories?
Yes, please.
For these 3 or for all?
For the 3.
For the 3.
Yeah.
All right. Let's have the account opening information.
That's it.
Yes. Who are the signatories?
As per the signatories, The following are the signatories: Mr. Kebamane.
Sorry, let's start with when the account was opened first.
Okay, it was opened on the 14th of February 2006.
2006.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. The signatories, yes.
Okay, you have Mr. Kebamane from 2006 to date. You have Mr. Cheno A. Kamara from February 2006 to January 2008. Mr. Joseph P. Jase from February 2006 to January 2008. While you have Dr. Aliuge from January 2008 to date. And Mr.
Doctor who? Doctor who?
Dr. Aliuge.
Okay.
Is that
Go
okay?
on.
Okay. And then Mr. Rene Michael Rena from January 2008 to date. So those are the 5 names who are signatories.
All right. Is it current? The accounts are still being operated?
Yes, they are. Also to mention that initially when the account was frozen, we later got another court order of freezing it. And we also got a letter changing the name of the hospital to now be named Bundung Maternal and Child Health Hospital. So we have those documents here.
Okay. Could you just put those together with the account, the letters that you have, the freezing, the unfreezing order, sorry, and the change of name that you received? Yeah. All right. Thank you. How many accounts? 3? There are 3 accounts?
Yeah, 3 of them.
There remain 3.
Yes.
Are they all Dalasi accounts?
They are Dallas account, all of them.
You have the statements of account.
Yes, please.
All right. And the transaction documents.
Yes, I have the credit and debit advices.
Give us the account numbers and then put the documents together. We'll
Okay, the
receive them.
first account number is 203/201 207/110. The second one is 203/201 207/1591. And the third one is 203/201 207/1590.
All right. Let's have each statement of account with its transaction documents, please, together. And we'll receive them from you.
What we have is all the statements for the accounts are in flowing order here. All the 3 statements are here.
With their documents.
Yeah, the documents are here.
All right. Let me just ask you,
Yes,
how were these accounts funded?
The first account, which was 110, they got monthly subvention from government.
Monthly subvention
Yes,
from
please.
government.
Yes, to pay for salaries and also the operating expenses of the hospital. And then the other accounts, the 1590 and 1591, they were payments by patients which came into the accounts from the hospital.
Okay. Thank you. So basically, it's a government hospital.
Yes, please.
Can we have the documents? The unfreezing order is here.
Yeah, it's at the back. The last document at the back.
Mr. Chairman, may I apply to have admitted documents relating to the Jamia Foundation Hospital Bundung, including the account opening package, statements of account for the 3 accounts, 1 current and 2 savings, as well as change of name, a change of the name of the hospital from the Hospital Management Board, and a court order dated the 8th June 2017 on freezing the account. Well, discharging the freezing order.
account opening documents for Jammeh Foundation Hospital, Bundung. Brackets, since 8th June 2017, changed by court order to Bundung Maternal and Child Health Hospital, plus the High Court order in the case Attorney General versus Alhaji Yaya AJJ Jammeh, civil suit number HC stroke 168 stroke 17 stroke MF stroke 056 stroke F1. Admitted mark BB84A. Guarantee Trust Bank bank statements for account number 203 201 207 B. All right.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Balaji, can we deal with the 3 Jammeh Foundation for Peace accounts next? That's, I think there's one current, one savings, and one JFP and PEJEP operations account.
Okay, the ones I have here is GFP Staff Welfare, is that the one? GFP Staff Welfare Association.
Yes, we did ask for 2 JFP Staff Welfare Association, and there are other 3 also that we asked for.
Yes, please.
You have the other 3?
Yes, I do.
Could we start with the other 3, then we come back to Staff Welfare
Okay.
Association, which I hope is a small account. Yeah. Let's do this 6, 7, and 8, the JFP Foundation accounts.
Okay.
How many JFP Foundation accounts do you have, other than Staff Welfare?
You have the 110, you have the savings, and then the dollar account. 3 of them.
All right. And there is a combined JFP and PEJEP?
Yes.
All right.
2 of them. 2 accounts.
2 accounts,
Dalasi and dollar.
Dalasi and dollar. All right. Let's start with that. The combined accounts. We
Okay,
can
the
start with
combined,
that.
Okay. The combined one was opened on the 14th of September 2014 through a letter from the Office of the President and the authorized signatories.
Did you say 2016?
2014.
2014.
Yes, ma'am. And the authorized signatory was the ex-president, and then Yambamba Njai Keita, she was the Deputy Secretary General then.
All right. Let's start with the Dalasi. The Dalasi account number.
The Dalasi account number is 216/852/111/110.
When what? Do you have the statement of accounts?
I do.
Well, let's have the account opening package is for both accounts, right?
Yes, please.
There was no change of signatory on to date.
No, there wasn't.
It's a frozen account.
Yes.
Can you give us the period of operation? It was first transaction,
Okay.
last transaction.
The first transaction was on the Dalasi account was on the 27th of November 2015.
2015.
Yes, ma'am. While the last transaction was on the 4th of January 2016.
Okay. Is there a balance in the account?
Okay, the account, the Dalasi has 1,119.06, while the dollar has 8,340.
8,000?
340.
All right. From the statement,
Yes.
how was the account being funded? So sorry, let's go back to the dollar account.
Okay.
What's the first transaction on the dollar account?
Okay, the first transaction in the dollar account was on the 30th of October 2015.
Last transaction?
The last transaction was on the 5th of January 2016.
How much money went into the dollar account?
It was a total of $200,000. But on the 4th of January 2016, they put, because those 200,000 was converted to Dalasi, but on the 4th of January 2016, Dalasi was converted back to dollar again from the proceeds of those 200,000.
From the Dalasi account?
Yes.
Another 200,000?
No. What I'm saying, 200,000 came in, it was converted to Dalasi. Afterwards, some balance in the Dalasi account was also converted back to dollars. They bought dollar at 49,300 worth of dollars.
When was that conversion done?
That was on the 4th of January 2016.
How much was it?
49,300.
Was that the balance in the Dalasi account? Was
Yes.
it the balance in the Dalasi account?
Yes, it was
that was being converted
Exactly.
into dollars. And they was taken out from the dollars account?
Yeah, from the dollar
And
account.
taken where?
It was withdrawn, $40,000 was withdrawn by Yambamba Njai Keita. He's one of the signatory.
On the 4th of January?
Yes, ma'am. 2016.
And that was the last transaction?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. How was the account funded? This $200,000 that was paid into the account, where is it from?
Yeah, there were two inflows. There were two inflows. On the 29th of October 2015, from the account of the Office of the President at the Central Bank of the Gambia.
What's the account number?
The account number is 110-300-2074.
110-300.
110-300-2074.
Central Bank account?
Yes, ma'am.
Number.
Another transfer was also done on the 3rd of December 2015 from the same account.
How much was that?
$100,000.
The first one was how much?
$100,000.
And these went into the dollar account?
Yes, ma'am.
And then went into the Dalasi account?
Then it was converted to dollars.
Apart from this being converted into Dalasi account, was there any inflow from the Dalasi account from outside, into the Dalasi account from outside?
No, there was none. That was the only.
That was it?
Yes, it was the conversion alone that went into the Dalasi account.
In relation to debits from the Dalasi account?
Come again?
In relation to withdrawals from the Dalasi account, what are the main withdrawals? What is it? What was the money used for?
Okay, the main withdrawals, we also have a request and instruction stating that we should effect monthly payments of $3 million commencing from November to January 2015 from this account to the account of Jammeh Foundation for Peace.
I see. $3 million?
Yes.
Did you have Do you have that sort of money in the Dalasi account?
Yes, because once the dollars were converted, there was money in the Dalasi account. So it was from that conversion Dalasi, that was where the transfers were done.
3 million?
Yes, please.
Monthly?
Yes, on 2 occasions.
Okay. All right, thank you. Let's have the documents together. The account opening information, the statements, and the transaction documents, credits and debits.
Okay. Very well, Council. We rise now. We'll be back at 12:30.